All right, let's move on and finish this pod with most of the jobs are done with the coaching carousel. I think there were 59 changes this year, and like all but 3 are filled. So I think we got the right time now to pick to kind of go through and our favorite hires, and then maybe a few baffling hires, which I don't think there were many. I think
looking at the list, there's a couple. The only question marks are when you have no head coaching experience.
Right.
That to me is always going to be a question mark. Fair
enough. All right, what is your favorite hire, gun to your head, the one you absolutely love this offseason? What was it?
I would say Micah Shrewsberry to Notre Dame.
Ooh, that's number one. Okay.
I think just being an Indiana guy, he gets to come home. I think Notre Dame has the resources and the ability to win in the ACC.
Yep.
I think he's a fun guy to play for. I think he's a good fit for Notre Dame. And I think that with his NBA background, his age, he'll relate to players and he'll get players. So I think it's a home run hire for Notre Dame.
Come on. The number one, this was a no-brainer, Rob. You missed out on
Rick Pitino?
Yes. Come on.
It's a great hire. He was going to be my number 2.
Had to be one, though. Like he's Rick fucking Pitino, and he's in St. John's.
I've been to St. John's. I have seen the facilities. I still want to see him prove it to me.
Oh, my God. Oh, there's the quote of the day. I still want to see him.
No, he's proven don't take that.
Prove it to me. I still want to see him prove it to me. Robbie Hummel on Rick Pitino. Hall of Famer Rick Pitino.
He doesn't need to prove any of his coaching action. I know he is one of the elite coaches to ever do it. I am saying I want to see him do it at a place that New York kids don't want to go to. And I don't know. I've been to St. John. Their facilities suck.
You know who else's facilities sucked, Rob?
Who?
Iona's.
Well, that's true. And yeah, that's fair. I mean, what did he?
He made the tournament. Coach.
He made the tournament and won 0 games.
All right. Well, listen, it's still Iona. I mean, I get it.
Iona. Hold on. Tim Cluse wasn't doing that in Iona. Give me a break.
No, Iona's won. A lot of coaches.
Iona's good.
Yes.
How could you go to that place?
I'm not disparaging
of Iona.
I'm not disparaging.
You just did.
No, I'm saying Rick Pitino is
you know what I know? If Rob Doster clips that I want to see Pitino prove it to me, I will quit. That is not what I meant. I will quit the podcast. I was saying I want to see him do this at St. John, where I know the facilities stink.
That's fair.
The kids don't want to go there, and they have no momentum from the last.
If I had
3 hires,
if I had any ability to clip things myself, if I knew how to do it,
because you are a Judas partner,
I would do it. I would absolutely do it. I would put it out there right away. Again, I still want to see Rick Pitino. I still want to see him prove it to me.
That's not what I meant. I know he's a Hall of Fame coach. I know he's one of the GOATs to coach. I understand that.
He will get it done, Rob. That's what I'll say. He will get it done at a high level. You know, this year, I'm not sure they're going to be like,
I can't believe you cited his success at Iona, though, as if Tim Cluse wasn't doing the same thing that he was.
All right. That's fair. All right. Your number 2 top hire is who?
Well, it was Rick Pitino, but no point to talk about.
All right. Number 3.
I'll go Ed Cooley. I mean, I really like Ed Cooley to Georgetown. He's proven they needed somebody to give them some buzz. He does that. I think he'll recruit well there. They've got big NIL. I like Ed Cooley to Georgetown. I can't wait for the Providence game. It's going to be hilarious. Shout out to the Providence fans who hate you. I would never go with you to that game because I would feel in danger. They hate you so much.
You would probably enjoy it.
No, I know, but they might associate me with you due to this podcast, so I don't want that.
And honestly, I actually think you might not enjoy it because it could get ugly. I went to a concert in Providence this past weekend, and luckily nobody recognized me. Thankfully.
Not a lot of basketball fans. I feel like your Twitter beef has been really high. Since like the Final Four on, or maybe even NCAA tournament on Twitter, you've been really getting after it with people.
A lot of Barstool individuals in there. Some Providence fans that were caught in the middle of that Barstool beef with Portnoy. Your boy Titus got involved in that. He took a little bit of a shot at me.
Oh no.
Yep.
The rivalry continues between you and Titus from 3x3U.
That's right. That's right. When he said Brad Stevens was going to be the next Indiana head coach. Right.
I remember that. Yeah.
All right. I will go with Chris Beard at Ole Miss. I just think, again, you get a guy with his coaching credentials. And I know, listen, it's going to be harder for him because of everything that happened. And whether or not he did what was
I just
reported.
feel like, before you keep going, as a parent sending my child to a school, I would read that police report and go, hell no.
Yeah.
No chance you're going to play for him. And
that's going to be the interesting thing, right? Like, obviously, he's already gotten the kid from Georgetown, Brandon Murray, transfer in. He's talented. He'll get his share, but yes, he's not going to get what he was getting at Texas, where he could recruit anybody in the country.
I mean, that Texas team last year, I saw him in the NCAA tournament in both Des Moines and Kansas City. Yep. Oh my God.
Yes. He put together a team.
The fact that you got Arterio Morris as your 8th man is insane.
I know. No, listen, what he put together, and that was, for the people at Texas Tech that question why he left Texas Tech for Texas. That was just the tip of the iceberg too. Like, think of what he would have done in the portal this year at Texas, coming off what they did, again, obviously with Rodney Terry being the head coach.
Yep. No, I know.
So I would say Beard. Who else did you really like?
Look at the list. I only went 3 people I really liked.
One of my favorite. Here's one of my favorite ones, and this is a little bit personal, but Russell Springman getting the head coaching job at Oral Roberts, because I'll give you a little backstory to it. First of all, he recruited Max Abmas to Oral Roberts. He was the guy who got him. But Russ, years ago, he was the one who recruited Kevin Durant to Texas, named his son Durant. And then he didn't take he was offered the Mississippi State head coaching job after Rick Stansbury was fired for $1 million a year, and he turned it down.
Wow.
And it started a little bit of like, not a riff, but like Rick Barnes wasn't happy at that point that he didn't take it. And it just, I don't know, something wasn't the same between he and Barnes after that. So when Barnes went to Tennessee, he didn't bring Russ with him. Russ went as an assistant coach to San Diego. He was out for a year doing scouting. Like, Sam Presti threw him a bone, and he was doing like scouting, making nothing at OKC. Then he went as an assistant for Paul Mills at Oral Roberts. Russ is very, very religious. And then he gets this head coaching job at, he's got to be 50 plus at this point, never thinking he's going to have another shot at a head coaching job. He was just happy to get back in college basketball a few years ago. So that one was really, really cool for me to see, to be honest.
That's cool. I think Tony Skinn to George Mason's cool. I've always enjoyed talking to Tony. Yep. He's an assistant at Maryland last year, and the fact that he was on the George Mason team that went to the Final Four, that's cool. I think that's his first go-around, though, the head coach. I mean, he's only 36, 37.
Yeah, he looks like he's like 26.
He looks like he could play. Yeah, he really does. This is another small one. Roger Powell to Valpo. I didn't think that they would be able to get someone like that, but that's a good hire for them. Grant McCaslin to Texas Tech, really like. I know he can really coach. I've seen that up close and personal. I think those are good.
Brian Hodgson's done a really good job already. Alabama assistant coach. He's gotten some dudes already. Dominguez from UMass. Who else is he? He's gotten a few high level players so far out of the portal. So I think he'll do a good job. The kid Hardnett went from Buffalo. He recruited him when he was assistant, I think, at Buffalo years ago.